Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Scrap Mechanic Survival. Now, in today's video, I have got some huge plans. Now, I have been neglecting farming for a while in this game. Now, in the last video, where I showed you guys the mining vehicle, we also saw that I had a farm that was nestled away in this tree. It served us pretty well for the time being, but now I think I am ready to upgrade to something that's going to be a little bit bigger. Now, one of the first updates that did come to survival included a really nice quality of life fix, and that was the ability to pick up soil. So if you guys remember, I did have the patches here, and by right-clicking your soil on the ground, you actually pick it back up and it turns back into a bag in your inventory. It's very, very useful. Now, before I start making the farm, I wanted to kind of do a little bit of comment review. So you guys left a whole bunch of comments on yesterday's video. Now, if you guys did miss it, I'm going to leave a link up in the top right corner if you guys do want to see the mining vehicle in detail. But you guys left a whole bunch of comments. Now, one of the things you guys did mention about the mining vehicle was the fact that it only had a level 4 engine, that I should really upgrade it to level 5 because the fuel efficiency is actually way better. So I've got 10 component kits here. Let's do it. Well, actually, hold on. Let me hear this engine really fast. Okay, I want to hear the difference between the two of them. So that was the level 4 engine. We're gonna upgrade that. Wait, oh my, okay, wait, come on now. You're interrupting the video, man. All right, so yeah, let's reconfirm. It is level 5. Let's put it up one notch just like that. Now let's hear, whoa. Let's hear the sound of this. Wow. That sounds so intense. But yeah, there we go. That is the level 5 engine. You guys were definitely right. I should have done it a while ago. I have finally done it now. But another thing that I was having problems with that you guys had some great suggestions for was my train system in the back of my buggy there. Now, I was having some issues with the bearings. They were really, really rubber bandy. I was getting a lot of springy effect. So what I ended up doing was I ended up getting rid of one of the bearings back here. I realized that it was actually creating a ridiculous amount of tension on one of the bearings, and that was not really gonna work. So now I can quickly show you guys what it is like though with the brand new bearing system on the back of the train system. Let's turn our lights on so we can see, because it is starting to get dark here. Now, as you can see, the rubber banding on that bearing in the back there is really, really good. So in the end, it was actually a very easy fix, and I did actually salvage 2 bearings out of it, which is kind of like a bonus. Not only did I make this better, but I got to save 2 of my crucial parts. Now, another thing that I should have done in the video, I didn't realize it, but even at a level 4 engine, I had enough connection points on this engine here. So what I can do is I can connect this engine to these 2 front wheels on this train cart right here, and now I can grab it and I can connect it to 2 more of these bearings. Now, I think because it is now at a level 5, I have even more bearing connections if I wanted to, but I'm not too sure if that's going to use more fuel or not. But at the end of the day, it seems like those connections there should be good enough. So let's give this a test here. Oh yeah, look at that. That is way faster. This is an awesome train system, actually. I'm looking forward to using it again. I haven't done a full long haul with this yet, because obviously it was just yesterday that I did one. I probably won't have to do another one for a little bit. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way this mining car is working out. And I mean, realistically, it is more than just a mining car. I call it the hybrid buggy, simply because not only does it do the mining, but it is also really good when you remove those carts in the back, and then it just turns into like an excursion vehicle. Now, another thing that a lot of people were commenting on was the fact that I had so much gas. They were like, "What, Moonbo? How do you have so much of it? That doesn't make any sense. There's no way you got that much oil." Well, I mean, guys, all you have to do to get oil is to just go out into the water. You swim around a little bit, you know, you right-click on some of those little crude oil balls down below. It's really, really satisfying, actually. And that's all you got to do. You know, you go out to the water. You do that for a little bit, and then you go to your crafting station here, you know. You just put all of the crude oil that you went out and salvaged from the bottom of the ocean there, and, you know, you put it into the craft bot just like this, and then all you have to do, actually, is go to the craft bot, and, you know, you find the gas can, there's the gasoline right there. You hit craft, you put it on infinite loop, and there you go. It's that easy. But now, guys, it is time to take farming seriously. I have been doing a lot of pre-planning, a lot of prepping, and I think I am ready to expand the farm. My original farm only had 20 plots, which wasn't really that good. I mean, it was good for one seed bag of full 20, but now it's time to expand. So I have this chest right here. This chest is loaded up with all of the essentials that I'm going to need. I have 3 water cannons, I've got a few bearings, I have a battery pack here, which is going to be used with the electric engine. I have 3 water containers, 3 elbows, 3 vacuum pumps, some lighting. We have all that we need to set up a great irrigation system. And over here, of course, I have all of the soil bags. Now, I think here I have 60 soil bags. And of course, another thing that I did to prepare for this farm expansion was the fact that I created a whole bunch of these brick blocks right here. Now, these are going to be great blocks to use as a perimeter defense around the entire base of the farm, and hopefully that's going to stop those farm bots. All right, finally, the sun is coming up. We're going to be able to see now. So I'm going to show you guys where I plan on expanding our farming location, and it's really close to this base right here. But the reason why I decided to move it away is because I was having some issues with those farm bots. As they were spawning, they were actually going towards my base, and they started attacking my vehicles. They were trying to break my walls down. They were killing walks as well. It was really, really unfortunate, but I did find this perfect spot right here. This is like the ideal farming location. You can see we have this little outpost that goes out into the water here. Now I'm thinking I'm going to be able to put all of my farm plots right here in the center. We have water here, obviously, that we're going to use to water all of the crops as well. Now there is one issue though. There is a giant tree that is in the way. Now if you guys didn't realize, I cannot use my hammer on this tree, so I'm gonna have to use a saw blade to chop it down, and I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to just like push it off to the side and not have to refine the whole thing. So let's just head right back to the base right now. I am going to craft a saw blade. I think I should have a few parts kicking around to connect it to my vehicle, and then we'll be able to chop the tree down. So there's the saw blade. I've got plenty of metal. I could probably even craft a bunch more if I need to. Now, I think this should skip over, yeah. When you put something into the infinite loop until it's done, whatever you craft after that in the queue is going to jump in front of it. Now, while that saw blade is crafting, actually, I wanted to mention the progress I've made on my crafting location here. Now, as you can see, I have 4 of these chests that are locked in with the tubing here. They all funnel right down into the craft bot. Now, my plan, though, of course, is to create a tubing system that goes up and to the left into this chest right here, and that is going to create a loop for crafting. And I also want to create the vacuum tubes over on this one that'll go up and over to this set right here, so that way we'll have the dual refineries filling into the craft bot, and then we'll also have the feedback loop. Now, all I really need to do is grab a couple bearings, maybe just one bearing, honestly, but I am not going to do this in any complicated way, and that is why I'm really hoping I don't have to refine that giant tree any more than it already is going to be when it's chopped down. So here we go. I'm going to put the bearing there, put a saw blade right on top, just like so. Okay, that shouldn't touch my light there, I hope. Now, all we have to do, though, is hook it up to a switch and an engine. Now, I guess we can just share the same engine as the drill bits there, and we'll just... Oh, max connections. Okay, that's not good, actually. You know what? I'm just going to disconnect one of the drill bits there, and now we'll be able to connect that, and let's do a quick test here. Oh, yeah, perfect. That saw blade is spinning. All right, let's see here. We're going to back it up, back it up, back it up. Oh, geez. Oh, wow. I think that actually did a little bit of damage here. All right, let's turn the saw blade on. Back it in. Is that working? Oh, there we go. Timber! You gotta yell that, right? You're supposed to yell that. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is a giant piece of wood. Can I can't put it on my lift. Can I use my lift to move it? Oh my... I don't know what to do with this now. All right, so I think the only thing I might be able to do is just drive straight into it and just push it with the car. I mean, I hope that works. I don't really think I'm gonna be like, oh god. I don't really feel like making a whole contraption just to move this, and I don't feel like refining the whole thing either. Okay, I have a bit of an idea here. Why don't I actually kind of Wait, where can I build off of this? Okay, yeah, let's build off of it right here. I'm just gonna build like a big pushing wall or something like that to block our drill bits. And hopefully that's not gonna just allow us to drive over it. Okay, let's see here. Come on, push this thing. Oh yeah, look at this. This log doesn't stand a chance now. Okay, there we go. Let's put the log right there. That is so cool. Now, I don't know if that's going to stay there forever until it gets refined, or if there is a despawn timer on something as big as that. I hope it stays there, because I would love to chop it up eventually. Now, all we have left here is the stump and a couple pieces. I suppose, might as well get the hammer out. We can chop this one down. How many do we get? So we get 2 per half here. That's pretty interesting. Now, if you guys don't know, you can get rid of... Oh, wait. I can't get rid of the stump? Wait, okay, I must be able to use the saw blade for that, right? Now, this is the beauty of scrap mechanic, though. We can do a reconfiguration on the fly. We just have to move our bearing like so, put the saw blade in that direction, and I think we should be able to do it. Actually, we'll have to connect that bearing to our engine here. Now, let's see if this is going to work. Back it up. It looks like it's working, maybe? I can't quite tell. I really hope it's working. Oh, yes, it did work. Okay, I guess I didn't really get any audio feedback from that, but it looks like we did chop it up. Now, I guess we'll just actually pick up these logs here with our resource collector. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna head back over to the base. I'm gonna kind of revert what I just did to my vehicle. We're gonna turn it back into the normal thing, but now we have a saw blade ready to be used for a future vehicle. Now I'm thinking eventually I am going to want to do some type of tree harvesting system, so I guess we're just gonna get like a little bit of a head start there. Now I do have a chest right here behind my bed. This is kind of like my chest that I've been using to store all of like the future vehicle parts that I might need to use, and of course I have an extra connection tool. So how I crafted that connection tool is actually pretty funny. When you upgrade the craft bot, you have to like exit out of it. You'll press upgrade and then you'll try and kind of craft something and it won't work. So you exit out of the craft bot and you go back into the craft bot again, and then it defaults to the connection tool up in the top left corner. And I've actually made like 4 connection tools accidentally at this point. Now this is actually a good opportunity to kind of show off my organization skills. So like I mentioned, this is the chest that has all of the future building parts for vehicles like engines and suspension. Over here I have my surplus of food. Now this is what we're going to be working on with our farm. Now this is all going to be going to the packing station so that we can eventually get ourselves a spud gun. And then over here I just have an extra chest just in case I need to start doing overflow for all of the crops that I'm harvesting. And over here I actually did organize everything as well. Now this is the refining chest. Now there's nothing going in here at the moment, but I have everything organized in these ones. This is my block chest, all of my different blocks here for crafting. Up above it I have, this is like my essentials crafting is what I would call it. So this is like what you would use for most parts, as well as the glues and stuff like that. And then the one above it, this one is the best one. This is my component kit one, and you can see here I have quite an abundance of component kits. I'm ready to do a lot of upgrading actually. And then I also have the metal and concrete refining stuff. But I guess we are ready to start doing the brand new farm. So I guess the first thing I'm gonna want to do is grab this chest right here. It's very heavy, filled with all sorts of awesome farming equipment. Now I guess I could probably just kind of maybe shove it on the back here like that. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. And I also have to grab all sorts of soil. So you know what? We're going full 60. This is every single bag of soil that I have saved up. That's crazy. All right, pulling up in style. Here we go. Let's see. What is it again? Okay, spud gun, oranges, blueberries, and captured guys. Okay, hold on. I don't have any of these seeds. Now, I'm pretty sure we can work our way up to it. Okay, so there it is. Okay, we need 3 packs of tomatoes. Now, 3 packs of tomatoes means that we need 30 tomatoes, which is actually really easy to do. Now, I think that, okay, it gives us 5 orange seeds. Now, I think I can grow enough tomatoes in one yield to get a whole bunch of these orange seeds, more than we need probably. Now it is starting to get dark, but I really don't have the time to sit around waiting for daybreak, but that is all right because this thing here, guys, this vehicle is loaded with some really powerful dual spotlights, so I can see pretty well here while I'm building this farm. So I'm going to start from the widest point right here, or somewhere near it anyway, so it seems like this is a good spot to start right here, and I guess we'll kind of line it up right to the center. Now, another good thing about the fact that we can pick up soil is the fact that I can put it down on the ground, and if I don't like where it is, I can just pick it back up again and kind of reposition it, so I'm not going to be faulted for making any mistakes. Now, I do want to make like a center kind of column right here. Now, this is going to be the initial divider, and I'm going to try and separate it into 4 different corners. Okay, so I think this is what one section of the garden is going to look like. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 going this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going that way, which gives us 20, which means we will be able to plant a perfect bag of seeds. All right, so this is what I've got so far. Now, I have 3 different plots here. Now, the original goal is 60, but eventually I do want to expand this with a 4th corner right here for another 20 different crops, which would bring this entire section up to 80. Now, that is going to be for the future, though. I think 60 is a pretty good start. Now, I'm just going to wall off this entire section here, and then we're going to start trying to create some type of watering system. Wow, I can't believe it. I thought I was going to be well equipped with enough blocks, but as it turns out, look, I'm not even actually in the right spot here. I don't have enough blocks, so I'm gonna have to go and probably craft another decent chunk of them, which won't take too long because it's just taking the stone blocks and turning them into brick blocks, a 1-to-1, which is super easy. So I'm gonna finish up this wall, and then we'll do the watering. Now, I actually wonder, what is the fuel at now? How much fuel? Oh my god. That is a ridiculous amount of fuel. How much is even left? Where is it? Up in here, right? Oh, wow. Okay, we can throw one more up in there. Wow, we have another 4 gasoline cans to go. Oh my, is this excessive? All right, just complete the wall right there. Seal that off. Now, this looks like a pretty decent wall for our farm. We have our different plots all set up, ready to expand as well here in that 4th one, like I mentioned. Now, I don't know when I'm going to do that. Probably pretty soon. Eventually, once I get enough soil, actually. But now I'm going to try and do a watering system. Now, I did bring that chest with me here. Where is it? There it is. So we have our water containers. We've got our vacuum pumps, our cannons as well. So I guess I'll set up the water container system first. And then I guess we'll just go from that. So what do I need to do here? I think I'm going to extend these out to the sides like this, and maybe, I guess, how does this work again? I can probably just, I brought some of the glass vacuum elbow kind of tube parts, but I don't think I necessarily need to use that. Can I make these go lengthwise, actually? So it doesn't seem like I can just put them on lengthwise, but here's a good tip, guys. If you need to ever do something like that, sometimes all you need to do is put it on a different face of a block, just like that. Okay, so now we have that. Now, I mentioned I have the tubes. I'm not going to be using them in this case, actually, because those look like they go just below the surface. Now, is it enough? I guess we'll find out. So we got the other 2, just like so. We're going to have to turn these around so that they actually take the water and put them into the containers. Now, this is a really good water collection system. I don't think it's going to be excessive. I want to be able to spam the water and really get all of those crops done very, very quickly. So I think this is going to be pretty good. Now, I think I brought a switch with me. I actually want to hook up the switch right away because I guess I might as well just get these water containers filled up as soon as possible before we even start. So I guess I'll just put the switch right there in the middle. We're gonna hook it up right here to these vacuum pumps and turn it on. Oh yeah, look at this. Triple vacuum pumps in the water. Oh, it's so good. Now, the idea for me is that I'm going to have the water cannons attached up high above here on a motor, and I'm going to be able to pivot them vertically. Now, like I said, I have 3 of the water cannons. Actually, hold on, where are those? Yeah, I've got 3 of the water cannons here. Now, we're going to have to do some experimenting with once it's all set up to see if it's actually going to work. We also have the battery pack. I didn't bring any batteries. I guess I probably should have brought some batteries for the battery pack. We got the motor as well. So I'm thinking I don't want to be right up against this wall. I want to have a little bit of room back here so that they can actually point down on a little bit of an angle. So I'm thinking somewhere maybe just around here. Now, I guess I'm not really too sure exactly how high I need to go. I feel like that's actually probably a pretty good height right there. Now, let's see. I'm going to put a bearing there. I'm also going to put a bearing here. Now, there's something I do want to do with these bearings, and some people who are very new to the game might not know something about it like this. and that is you might want to actually take it and put this part on the lift first, because if you use the weld tool, you won't be able to connect anything unless it is on the lift when you're dealing with bearings or pistons or suspension. So as you can see, because this is on a bearing, we put it on the lift like so, and now we can weld our two parts. So that just means that we now have two bearings powering this pivot section right here, and that should give us more power. So I'm going to extend some arms here as well. Now the idea for me is that I wanted to have, I guess, I was going to have a water cannon in the center, but I realize now that this is filled with a block in the middle, which is not going to be very good. So it's almost like I need to do an extra water cannon. Yeah, you know what, guys? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go make another water cannon, and then I'm going to have 2 water cannons for this side and 2 water cannons for this side, and it should be good to go. Wow, I was about to craft it. I just remembered the chest filled with fuel. Now, I think if I remember correctly, there was an empty one right here. Yeah, so let's grab this empty chest. Let's stick it right here for a second. We're gonna pick up our fuel chest. This is the most fuel I have ever seen in survival right now. I don't know if I ever need any more, to be honest with you. I'm gonna have to drive a ridiculous amount to ever actually use this much fuel. Man, that looks crazy. So what did I say I needed? Okay, yeah, I needed another water cannon. Now, I suppose if I'm gonna do it the right way, guys, I need the water cannon. I'm gonna want another water container for that water cannon as well, which means I do need another vacuum pump. So we're gonna have 4 of those vacuum pumps, and I'm pretty sure that's all I need because we didn't end up using our vacuum tubes. Now, while I'm here, actually, I did just remember I should grab some batteries for the electric motor. Now, I've never used the electric motor. I don't know if it's inefficient or if it's really efficient, so I'm just gonna bring all of my batteries just in case. All right, there we go. Everything seems to be done, so let's grab the water cannon, the container, and the vacuum pump. I'm pretty sure that's all I need, but I mean, at least we're not too far from the mechanic shop right here in case we need to come back and craft a couple more things. So let's see here. I want to add 1 more storage container. All right, there we go. Now we're just going to hook up the switch to this one as well. It's already on, so it's going to start pumping as well. So that's a lot of water. We've got 100 in each one, which means we're going to have 400 water bottles ready to go at any given time, ready to water our crops. So I guess now we actually have to put the working parts. So I'm going to try and measure kind of like a halfway here. So I guess actually these are 4 wide, which means our center point is going to be kind of in between here. Okay. Oh, that's right. Oh my god, I forgot. This is on the lift right now. I was like, how is it off to the side? Now, this is where the electric engine is actually really going to come into play. So we're going to stick it right here behind our beam, and we're going to hook up this thing to those bearings right there. Now, like I mentioned, I've never used the battery pack, so let's see what this is all about. Let's stick it right there. Okay, we have the container. Let's put batteries in it. And I guess all we have to do is wire the battery container to the electric motor, just like that. That's too easy. So I'm actually going to put my seat right here on top of the battery. I think that looks really awesome. We have a wonderful view of our crops as well. We can zoom out like so. We can see just fine in there. So now I guess we're going to have to set our electric engine. We don't want it to be too fast. I want it to be kind of like a sprinkler. So let's put it right there. Let's make sure our bearings are spinning in the same direction. And whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's hook it up to the seat. Okay, let's see now. We can point it up just like so. We can point it down nice and easy. So I guess the only thing I need to do now is add those cannons. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. We got the 4 cannons up there. Let's trim off a little bit of the extra. I've got them lined up to the centers there. Now, I'm really curious to see how it's going to water all of this. Now, I do have a button right here. Let's grab that. Let's stick it back here, maybe, no, I guess we might want to leave that space open in case we do want to add a tube there. So let's put the button here, hook it up to the seat. Now, let's see, I guess hook up the button to the cannons. I haven't really used the water cannon, so this is kind of like some new stuff for me here. And I think now we just have to connect our containers to the cannons. All right, there we go. They're all connected. The daytime is actually perfect timing right now because I'm going to turn these lights off right here. We're actually going to be able to see these water cannons in action. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if we can aim them. Yes. Look at that. We can aim them up so high, too. Okay, you know what? Let's actually do a test here. Let's see what it's like aimed all the way up, just like so. Look at that. Okay, that was really far. Okay, that was actually way farther than it needed to be. So that's kind of like the max height. Now let's see what it's like just at the center. Okay, that was actually pretty good. And now let's just kind of drop it down and point it directly at these crops here. So if we spam it, it seems to be pretty good. Yeah, okay, we didn't miss anything on the bottom there. The wall didn't get in the way. And then we'll just kind of move it up. Now, I'm wondering, I might want to actually slow this electric engine down to a slower setting. So that way I can kind of just move it and spam it just like that. So I'm thinking the farther parts of the soil there, I might have to kind of aim them up like this and just kind of play around with the settings a little bit. Because there is a lot of RNG in the way those water cannons shoot the water. Now, I'm only really missing 3 of them here. And if we look at the water cannons, we didn't even use any water. It fills up so fast. So let's just go kind of crazy with it here. Let's see what it's like to just shoot all of the water. Oh my god. Guys, this is so much water. It's like I can't shoot fast enough to counteract those pumps. Look at this. Okay, it's official. I have like an infinite supply of water now. My god, this is awesome. So now that we know this is working, I guess it is time to plant some crops now. We have a couple lights here. I should probably actually attach these lights to this farming spot right here. It's probably going to be really important to have once the big waves start coming through. Now, one thing about these cannons is that you can see they're actually always drooping down. They have a tendency to kind of just face down towards the ground, and that is because there is so much weight from those cannons on the other side of the bearings. Now, what I can do, though, is I can use a little bit more of this metal here. I can stick it on the back. All right, so I would say that this is pretty well all set up for our first crop. Now, I did mention that I need a lot of tomatoes, so I think I might do like a full thing of tomatoes in, maybe, you know what? I'll figure it out. So yeah, I just remembered I need the tomatoes to exchange at the trader guy for oranges, which means I'm going to do a full 60 there. Now, I have a whole bunch of fertilizer, but I'm not going to use the fertilizer just yet. I feel like I want to use the fertilizer when I start getting to some of the more rarer different produce, like the, I mean, I guess there's the oranges, which we'll start doing, but there's also things like pineapples and bananas and blueberries. Now, I don't know how to get all of these seeds. Maybe I'll find them by luck, or maybe there's other trading guys out there as well. Not 100% sure, but we've got the tomatoes, so I guess we're just going to kind of load all of these up. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at this. This is so satisfying. We'll put that down there. We got another set right here. Nice and easy. Try and plant them as quick as you can, too, so that way they all kind of grow at the same rate, and they'll be all harvested at the same time. Alright, there's the last one right there. So yeah, so we've got all of those crops. I'm pretty sure they're still watered, right? Like, I don't think I have to water these again. They should just be good to go. But I kind of want to just keep watering them because it's so satisfying. This is a ridiculous amount of water. Wow. Now we have ourselves the timer here. We've got 11 minutes before the raid. Now what I want to do though is, I think I might add like a little bit of reinforcement around the exterior here so that it's not just completely bare with one wall. All right, so I'm burning through all of the metal that I got from yesterday's long haul mining excursion, which is all right though. I think it's totally worth it. Now I'm thinking what I might do though to save on materials is, instead of putting a full wall, I feel like I might be able to get away with just like some rods like this. All right, now how cool does this look? We have metal rods sticking out of the ground. That's where the farm bots are hopefully going to get stuck at. Now, I just realized I did a 2 gap here, and then all of a sudden I stopped and I did a 1 gap here. I don't know how I managed to lose track of that. All right, there we go. It's all fixed. We've got the metal barricade as well as the brick one in the back. Now, the whole design of this is hoping that as they attack, they're going to be coming from this side here, because obviously they're not going to spawn in the water. They're going to come from this side here, attack the wall, and hopefully not go past this halfway point. Now, obviously, if they do, I do still have that brick wall there, but the idea is that they're not going to go there. They're going to get stuck on the metal, and they won't go back here to these very, very important components. Now, I did make all of this stuff out here with metal, though, just to kind of strengthen it up, and I have a few blocks left over. Now, what I'm going to do with them is I'm just going to increase the connection points of our vacuum pumps here to the land, just to hopefully kind of make it a little stronger. So it looks like the sun is starting to go down. There's only 5 minutes left until this raid. I don't know how many are going to be coming here because I've only been doing 20 at a time up until now. So this is my first time tripling the quantity. So 60 should be harder. How much harder though? I don't know, but I guess we're going to find out in about 5 minutes. Now another thing I just added right before the countdown gets to 0 is a little walking ledge right here. So what I'm going to be able to do is, you know, walk in between the crops, and right here when the farm bots are attacking, I can actually walk out onto this single block, and this puts me at a really good height to swing my hammer at them while they're trying to break through these metal pillars. Alright, we've got 30 seconds left on the timer. I'm gonna hop into my seat really fast here. I just want to do one awesome pre-battle water shooting extravagant nothing. Okay, really guys, I just wanted to play with the water cannon one more time before the battle. Okay, wait, where's the timer? Okay, I had my HUD down, but okay, it's going down to 0. Let's see. Oh god. Oh, wow, here they come. Oh geez, there's so many of them. I really hope this defense works. Ow, ow, oh god. The FPS drop, guys. Okay, come on. We got this, right? I think I gotta go for the hay bots first. Oh, they're breaking the metal. They're breaking the metal. I can hear the metal breaking. It's so expensive. Oh, those shatters. They're very expensive shatters. Okay, get this guy. Oh my god. That's easy enough, I guess. Oh, his head just fell on the ground. Okay, we've got these little tiny greenies. These guys are the easy ones. There we go. Whew, oh my god. So let's see now. The damage report. Oh, we can actually salvage this metal block. It looks like we're not too bad, because I could actually rebuild some of this. As they break them, they only break one of the pillars there, and I end up getting to salvage a few of these blocks. Wow, they didn't get through though. They didn't make it to the brick, which is honestly the most important thing. So that was more than I expected, to be honest. That was like, I think that was 6 or 8 hay bots. I wasn't really keeping track because I was more nervous about battling them than anything. But we can see now, actually, we'll probably be able to count all of the limbs that we pick up that we're gonna refine. All right, so I picked them all up. Let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was it only 5? I thought it looked like more than that. Honestly, hay bots are so hectic and crazy that when there's 2 of them, you feel like there's 6 of them because they are just so relentless. Now look at our little tomato babies. They are almost ready to be harvested. So while that's happening though, I guess I might as well bring whatever little resources I have in the back of my container here and drop them off at one of the refineries. And then hopefully the tomatoes will be ready. We'll be able to grab those, and soon we'll be doing some big pack exchanges to slowly make our way up to the Spudgun. Okay, now this just doesn't seem fair. I planted my crops, they're growing, I can't harvest them yet, and there's already another unauthorized farming. I guess I must have planted them at a really, really bad time, because this one crop yield is going to trigger 2 of them. Oh man, that's something that I really need to remember for the future. Oh, it's happening. It's finally happening. I've been waiting here. All of our little tomatoes, they're finally growing. It's paid off, guys. Now, that was a huge wave of farm bots. Like I said, it was more than I expected. So I'm really scared to do this 2 nights in a row. But I mean, like, I have to fend off farm bots that are going to be attacking nothing because I'm going to be harvesting these tomatoes. Now it's the best part of farming, guys. We get to grab all of our brand new resources here. Now, these are all going to be going to the packing plant. So I think maybe in the next video, I'm going to be prepping some packs and then bringing them to the trader and then making more progress towards actually being able to get a spud gun. Because obviously, without a spud gun, guys, we are not going to be getting very far in terms of destroying and fighting the farm bot problem on this planet. So that is going to be today's video. We've got the brand new farming location. Right now we've got 60 plots. Soon I'll be upgrading it to 80 plots, which means we're going to be able to farm even more. The farm bots are going to get more and more dangerous as they come to raid the area. But I'm really happy with the way this farm turned out. We've got this absolutely insane water cannon setup with, I swear guys, it's like an infinite amount of water. We're going to be able to water the soil super fast over and over again. And now, I know a lot of people in the comments are going to be like, oh, Moonbo, how come you didn't make like an automated system that automatically waters all of your crops? And it's like, well, I mean, what's the fun in that? So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to tune in for some more Endless Scram Mechanic and more Scram Mechanic Survival, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one, so bye for now.